Hello and welcome to That Was Golf. My name is Calum MacVicar. Thank you very much for joining us as we take a look back over the 2025 season on the PGA Tour Champions. The PGA Tour Champions is a men's professional senior golf tour, open to players over the age of 50. Players can qualify for the tour through various avenues, including winning men's major tournaments, multiple wins on the PGA Tour, being a member of Ryder Cup teams, sponsors and tour exemptions, and Monday qualifying rounds. The tour season runs from January to November, with additional post-season events in December being the newly introduced World Champions Cup, where a European, American and world team play against each other, and the PNC Championship, where past major winners team up with family members in a team format 2-day competition. Most events are typically 54-hole no-cut formats, with a few others, like the 5 senior majors, featuring 72-hole events with a 36-hole cut. The tour is largely contested in the USA, with events in Morocco, Canada and the Senior Open in the UK being the only international stops. Prize funds range from $1.8 million to $4 million US, and first place prizes range from $270,000 to $800,000 US. Throughout the regular season, players earn points towards the Schwab Cup Order of Merit. The final 3 events of the season feature limited fields based on Order of Merit standings, similar to the PGA Tour FedEx Cup, ending with the Charles Schwab Cup Championship. Last weekend, the PGA Tour Champions came to its conclusion in Phoenix, Arizona with the Charles Schwab Cup Championship. A stacked field featured many big names from the last 30 years of golf, like Ernie Els, Vijay Singh, Miguel Angel Jimenez, Padraig Harrington, Bernard Langer and Justin Leonard competing for the end-of-season title, but the main battle of the tournament was between Stephen Ocker and Stuart Sink, who sat first and third in the order of merit prior to the first round. Sink led in round 1, with Ocker leading in rounds 2 and 3, looking like he would continue form into the final round and claim both the Charles Schwab Cup and Championship. However, his final round 70, 1 under par, saw him fall short by 2 shots as Stuart Sink shot a 67, 4 under, posting a final score of 20 under and beating Ocker, who finished the tournament on 18 under. The win saw Sink claim the Charles Schwab Cup Championship and leapfrog Ocker in the Schwab Cup Order of Merit to make it a double win on the final day of the season. Next up for the senior players is the World Champions Cup in early December. Team USA are the reigning champions from 2023 after 2024's event was cancelled due to Hurricane Helena and Hurricane Milton. Final top 10 in the Schwab Cup points list. First place on 3,968,040 points, 21 events played, was Stuart Sink. Second place with 3,846,962 points and 23 events played was Stephen Ocker. Third place with 3,297,248 points and 24 events played was Miguel Angel Jimenez. Fourth place with 2,624,987 points and 25 events played was Ernie Els. Fifth place with 2,473,182 points and 23 events played was Thomas Bjorn. Sixth place with 1,991,136 points and 16 events played was Padraig Harrington. Seventh place with 1,965,618 points and 19 events played was Justin Leonard. Eighth place with 1,915,612 points and 24 events played was Retief Goosen. Ninth place with 1,895,660 points and 21 events played was Angel Cabrera. And 10th place with 1,843,884 points and 24 events played was Cameron Percy. And now some statistics from throughout the season. Best scoring average was Stephen Ocker with 68.42, 3 shots better than the tour average of 71.51. Most top 10 finishes was also Stephen Ocker with 18. Best average driving distance was Padraig Harrington, who hit 309 yards, almost 27 yards better than the tour average of 282.7. Best putts per round was Miguel Angel Jimenez with an average of 27.98 putts. Most subpar rounds were by Ernie Els, who had 59. Lowest round of the year was by Stephen Ocker, who shot an 11 under 61 at the par 72 Pleasant Valley Golf Club in Little Rock, Arkansas, during the Simmons Bank Championship. Toughest course of the year was the Broadmoor in Colorado Springs, The par 70 course yielded an average score of 73.24, almost one shot harder than the second hardest course of the year, the Congressional Country Club in Maryland, which was a par 72 with an average of 74.47. Hardest hole of the year was the 455-yard par 4 18th at the Old Course at Broken Sound in Florida, which played an average of .537 over par. Marginally tougher than the 478-yard par 4 11th at the Broadmoor, which played an average of .516 over par. And that brings you up to date on this quick look back over the 2025 season of the PGA Tour Champions. Thank you so much for listening in. Wherever you get your podcasts from, be sure to subscribe to stay up to date with all future episodes, released every Tuesday, 7 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time.